1.18 is shaping up to be one of the best Minecraft updates to ever release. It's got caves, cliffs, and the most elaborate worlds the game has ever seen. But as fate would have it, this experimental build of 1.18 is just that. Experimental, and it's easy to see why. The name is Fusar, and in this video, I'd like to discuss the potential of adventure and world generation diversity in the upcoming 1.18 update. As I mentioned before, it's easy to see why the recent experimental snapshot isn't officially supported and endorsed by Mojang, instead requiring you to download it externally. Now, whether you've been playing Minecraft since Alpha 1.6 or just because PewDiePie played it, you hopefully would have realized that biomes generate based on a preset temperature level system.
If you didn't know that, that's probably a good thing.
An example of this working would be next to a desert, there can only be a jungle or a savanna that could generate, or in some cases a taiga too, I suppose. It's not flawless, even in older versions, but it's a simple rule the world generation checks to make sure that hot biomes don't generate near cold biomes as frequently. This little gem of information is thrown out the window in the experimental 1.18 build, and while I can see why a global bestseller developer may want to resolve these issues, I see it as less of an issue and more of a potential for a feature. Let me explain. What I'll be calling my foo view is just my opinion put into a video. With that said, I see potential for these wacky mixed generation worlds that can be found in the experimental 1.18 snapshot. The official release of 1.18, releasing around December, would have more than likely ironed out these kinks, but I don't think it should. Sure, the game would be better off with it blended with previous versions, I get that, but what if there was a world setting allowing for this sort of chaos to be allowed? The 1.8 update is probably my personal favorite, purely because of the since removed custom world settings, where you could make your world to your liking. This was removed because, I don't know, maybe Mojang felt insecure. I really don't know, but it's a shame because now we have this. The point that I'm trying to make is that there could be a world generation setting where you play on a world exactly like the 1.18 experimental snapshot, where the biomes of any temperature could generate next to each other and at any height level too, disregarding the otherwise flat and boring world generation they're usually confined to. For builders and survival players alike, there is just so many more options. This being said, there would still be a default world setting to fall back on for a more vanilla experience, but I believe if this mixed or chaos setting was released in an official build of 1.18, it would be used far more than the large biomes or amplified world generation settings for sure. And I think a lot of people, including myself, would get a good kick out of a jungle covered in snow next to a desert. It is a video game after all. They don't have to be realistic, especially not something with so much potential as Minecraft. This is just my opinion, after all. My foo view, if you will. Always remember, people are allowed to have different opinions. After all, it's what makes this world so interesting. The name is Fusar. Thank you for watching.